What's up, my tiger friends? The day that never seemed like it would happen. Day one, fall 2020. It's going to be different. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you guys. Second thing I'm going to tell you is I am damn glad to see you guys all back. Even though I'll only see a little bit of you at a time, and it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt at times. It's good to be back. Trying something new to make these videos this year. Just going for the old green screen effect, see what we can do. Try to make the videos a little more exciting. This is a program called Universe Sandbox 2 that we'll use quite a bit, or I will, to demonstrate stuff. Today's going to be a lot easier. We're just going to have a little intro. What's going to be different this year? What are you going to need for school? And how do you turn your homework in? I know you're dying to turn some work in. It's been 6-7 months. So I'm going to try to use Photoshop as notes for the first time. I looked at the list. Some of you guys, I know. A lot of you I don't. But let's get at it. Okay, first thing we need to do is go to Photoshop. I was practicing a little bit earlier. You can kind of get an idea of what notes are going to look like in here. We're not going to have a great big wall of text where you have to sit there and just write. I'll take the notes with you. We'll discuss them. We'll talk about it. Okay, let's get rid of these and get started. Now, what I want you to think of when you look at, like, people always ask me, well, how big should my paper be? Where should I start writing? Well, I want you to think of this as being your paper. So this would be the top edge of your paper. This would be the side. And that would be the other side. I'm going to treat it just like that. So it's kind of like we're going to start up at the top of the paper. All right, first thing I should say is welcome to room or virtual room 229. Now, if you're watching this video, you're either in geoscience, anatomy, or robotics. Even though this is on YouTube, I really don't think anybody's gonna go, you know what? I'm gonna check out that guy's welcome back room 229 rules thing that's on there. It's probably not going to happen. First thing you know, let's think about and focus on what's new this year. Some things will be the same, but there are quite a bit of new things because of Corona or COVID-19 or the Rona, as I've heard, whatever you call it. It's definitely throwing a wrench in a few things. Okay, first thing that's probably going to be the most troublesome in the school classrooms, in the hall, everywhere, is the new thing, masks. Now, nobody likes masks. I don't think anybody said, yeah, look at this sweet mask I get to wear for 7.5 hours. As bad as you think it is, imagine me in this mask talking in it for 7 hours. It is just going to end up being a mess. But I'll deal with it, and we'll all deal with it. Okay, so gotta have a mask. It's not an option. If you don't wear a mask or you keep taking it off, they're just going to send you home, have your parents come get you, send you home. And if it keeps happening, you will be the newest member of the Douglas Online School. Okay. All right, so masks. That is big. Next, the 6-foot rule. Always. Now, I can't quite get it in this class because it's not big enough, but we're always trying to stay at least 6 feet apart. Now, this is going to get tiresome. Believe me, for you and for me. So we will try to, as much as we can, go outside, spread out, take the masks off, get some air, move around, but we'll still have to be 6 feet apart. Okay, now they always told you it was good to share. Well, this year, 2020, it's not, okay? So we're not going to be able to share materials. I usually buy rulers for you guys, scissors, colored pencils, everything. Not this year. You are going to have to provide your own. Now, what exactly are you going to need? Might as well put the first sad face of the year right there. Every student, because you won't be able to grab stuff from other people. So number one, you are going to need a notebook, obviously, for notes. Number two, you're going to need a sketchbook. Now, we make a lot of cool drawings in here, especially in anatomy. If you come to class, come check them out. I got a bunch of them up front that we did. I have some old ones. Look at them. To go along with that fancy sketchbook, or not so fancy, you're going to need some colored pencils. And what's always handy and complementary to colored pencils is a ruler, and then our friend the scissors. Just remember, don't run with those scissors. People just actually ran and stabbed themselves with scissors. Must be, otherwise, where did the stain come from? Now, all this stuff is going to cost you probably less than $10. Like, here's some cheap scissors I bought, 99 cents. Okay, pencils, $1, $2. It's not going to be a lot. If for whatever reason you can't swing the cost of it, talk to us, and we will find some way to hook you up so you have all this stuff. But don't come and ask, say, oh my God, I can't afford it, when you have a $1,000 iPhone. Because you'll get the head shake, just one of those. Okay? All right, now the next thing I'm going to put a big fat star. My big star drawing skill is not quite up to what it normally is. Let's try it. You know what? That one's not too bad. Okay. Kind of like it. Okay, you gotta bring your Chromebooks, because nobody is going to be accepting assignments on paper. Everything is going to be turned in through Google Classroom, through your Chromebook, so you're going to need it. Now that brings us to one of the problems last year, or maybe you had this. If I were to draw this swerve here, and then at the end, I made this U shape. See if this is looking familiar to you yet. Oh my God, charge the Chromebook. Don't bring a dead one. Okay, charge the Chromebook. Okay, so that's going to be rule-wise, the stuff that's going to be different. Another thing that if you were in my class that will be different, normally I don't have assigned seats, but it'll be one person per desk, and you will have assigned seats this year. No way to get around that. Okay, so that's what's different. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, which people have trouble with, especially in a few of my geoscience classes, is how to turn in work. Yep. There's Mr. Smalley walking in.
I do it all the time.
How do you turn in work? Now he's laughing, but believe me, a lot of people could not solve this problem last year. So I'm going to give you two options for turning in your work. Two easy ways. Okay, the first one is probably going to be the most common, is the phone method. Most people have phones. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are gamers or nerds. I am. I play a game called World of Warcraft, and one time they were talking about a new mobile game, and everyone was mad that they were taking a great game and putting it on a phone. And they said, don't you all have phones? Well, if you have one, here's what you do. As I digress there. Okay, first thing you need to do, say you're making a poster of something awesome. You need to take a picture. Piece of cake. Take a pic. Pretty sure everyone knows how to do that. Number two, you need to, here's the important part though. Next, you need to upload the picture to Google Drive. You all have a Google Drive. If you are a Douglas High School student, you have a free Google Drive account. So upload it there. Number three, you can do this on your phone or you can do this on your Chromebook. Okay? You are going to go to the assignment. Let's say it's assignment to make a poster of the different types of supernovas. If you're in geoscience, you're going to go find that poster in Google Drive. Then you're going to go to Google Classroom. At the bottom of the assignment, there will be a button that says attachment. It looks like a little paperclip. Let me see if I can draw a paperclip. There's your paperclip. Okay. Attach the file. It's that easy. And you're done. I'll click on your name, go to that assignment. It'll automatically have a little thumbnail of it. I'll see you've done it. I can click on it. I can look at it. And everything will be good. Okay, if you don't have a phone, you are going to do the Chromebook method. It's a little more cumbersome, but it doesn't have less steps because they don't have the greatest cameras. All the Chromebooks have a webcam that you can use as a camera. So this first step is the same thing. You're going to take the pic. Now, you don't have to do step 2 like you did on the phone because the Chromebook will automatically save it to your Google Drive. Okay? So now all you have to do is I'll just draw it. That looks more like an eye now that I look at it, if I put an eyeball in the center there. So you attach it. And you're done. You now know how to turn in your homework. All right, let's go back and see how solar system, see if it's still spinning. With all the craziness going on in this world, yes, it is spinning. Got a long ways to go. Hopefully we'll have some fun along the way. And things get back to normal. Or this becomes a new normal. Who knows? Okay. Looking forward to seeing all of you guys. So I'm out. And I'll see you in class.